Who am I and does it matter? I feel a kinship with those who serve God, not in truth, but in falsehood, in the house of Jehovah. For I did just the same. Before leaving, that was before leaving, and then a few years later being baptized with a fire that never goes out. I was born into the group who claims to be God's people, Jehovah's Witnesses. If I be one who trembles at the word that God has lifted up in my heart, then I would be a coward not to warn those who I think are in the midst of an ongoing prophecy that speaks of the destruction of those uncircumcised in heart, yet speak as if they know the living God. I'm going to keep this quick because I don't want to go on a tangent and not get to my point, if I have a point, God willing. As I read the following scripture, can you see who is being referred to as wicked? Jeremiah 12, 1 through 3 and 5 through 6. Righteous are you, O Lord, when I complain to you, yet I plead my case before you. Why does the way of the wicked prosper? Why do all who are treacherous thrive? You plant them and they take root. They grow and produce fruit. You are near in their mouth and far from their heart. But you, O Lord, know me, you see me, and test my heart toward you. Pull them out like sheep for the slaughter, and set them apart for the day of slaughter. And then Jeremiah 6. For even your brothers and the house of your father, even they have dealt treacherously with you. They are in full cry after you. Do not believe them, though they speak friendly words to you. And then also Jeremiah 13:15. Hear and give ear. Be not proud, for the Lord has spoken. Give glory to the Lord your God before he brings darkness, before your feet stumble on the twilight mountains. And while you look for light, he turns it into gloom and makes it deep darkness. But if you will not listen, my soul will weep in secret for your pride. My eyes will weep bitterly and run down with tears, because the Lord's flock has been taken captive. I shall share one more that should have resonance, or at least catch the attention of those leaving Jehovah's Witnesses, or those who have been disfellowshipped, or those who have disassociated. This one's Isaiah 66:5. Maybe not. I apologize. There we go. Hear the word of Jehovah, you who tremble at his word. Your brothers who hate you and cast you out for my name's sake have saying, let Jehovah be glorified that we may see your joy. But it is they who we put to shame. Many people leave the organization as if it was just a random cult that sprung up. But God is true. As Paul said, let every man be proved a liar and God be true. The righteous will be justified by faith, not by the works of the law, not by their own counsels of their own heart, not by doctrines and commandments of men. I grew up, as most of you did, with this fuzzy, hazy idea of the anointed class. Any soul that has gone through rebirth, through the regeneration of the word, I forget the scripture in the New Testament, but those baptized in fire are of whatever the anointed class be. I will not label myself as such for the sake of confusion, but that does not change my heart that resonates and intuits and sees deeper things in the scriptures and understands deeper things with my heart by the grace of God. We will not escape what Yahweh, what the Holy One of Israel, we will not escape what he said about those uncircumcised in heart, those taking up the name of Jehovah on their lips, but not being truly known by him through his Son, Jesus Christ, who does live in us according to Paul. In Acts, Paul says we walk inside his being. We are the offspring of God. So if we take up the name of Jehovah and cast nets and try to catch other people with doctrines that aren't true, that is a guilt. That is a trespass against God that I was guilty of. I pray that I speak truthfully with you, and if you have questions, that I sincerely answer and not go farther than God has granted me to go. Thank you.